Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel, and we have OP World of Dummies. And what we mean by that is it's a mixture of OP replays and World of Dummies. It's two very, very good replays, very high damage replays, but these guys got lucky. They was gifted the win. Honestly, both of these guys were gifted the win. And I'm sitting there watching these games thinking, why are you doing this? Why did you just do that? So first up, we have a grill on mines, and the team already, I mean, nobody, absolutely nobody is pushing the middle hill here. Nobody. People were pushing to the left, people were pushing to the right, and pretty much everyone is still in spawn. Like, no one's moved. They are all here. When the enemy team have tanks pushing up, they've got tanks in the middle, they have the IS-7 there in the middle, and of course they have got the Leopard PTA now that has pushed the hill. God knows what this team is doing. I've got no idea. You've got one medium tank that's pushed the left side of the map, but not one single tank has pushed the middle here. And it's kind of funny to see. And you expect, when stuff like this happens, you expect the enemy to win sort of like 7-0, very, very quick game. But that is not what is going to happen. The grill carries this game, but he does get lucky later on in the game, and that there was a very nice shot on that chieftain, if I'm honest. The IS-7 is now a one shot. The 1-2-1, good job 1-2-1, very good job. You stay there and you hide. Yeah, you hide. Instead of pushing the middle, helping the team, you hide behind this rock. I know you like the look of your tank. I know you don't like it to be damaged, but unfortunately, this is a tank game, and you're going to have to take damage to your tank. But it doesn't matter 1-2-1. It doesn't matter if you take damage to your tank, because the next game, when you go back into the garage, the damage will be gone. So don't be afraid of getting your tank dirty or getting your tank damaged, because it will only be for this game. Honestly, that is what this 1-2-1 must be thinking. Like, what is he doing? What is he doing? I've got no idea. He's just hiding. He's scared. He's scared of getting his tank dirty. That's the only thing I can think of. But the enemy are now pushing. They've all started to push. The middle starting to be pushed. There's a tank destroyer to the left starting to push the Foch, and he does clear the standard B. So now it is a 4 versus 6. A 4 versus 6, and the grill has still done a remarkable effort so far. 3,000 damage he's managed to farm up, and there is still a lot of damage left to go. And that there, again, was a beautiful shot on the Leopard PTA. The 1-2-1 is still hiding. He's still hiding. I mean, the 1-2-1 at this point could at least flank around to the right, maybe clear the IS-7, or flank to the left to try and clear the Foch. But nope, he is just sitting there and very, very scared. Luckily for the grill here, the chieftain misses his shot, but he does get a nice shot in return. So it is still a 4 versus 5. The 60 TP there is getting obliterated. You can just see all of his hit points vanishing. And now that most of the enemy team are around that side of the map, now is the time to push the hill. Hopefully the 1-2-1 pushes with the grill, because that would be great. If they could now push the hill, that would be great. But yeah, what was that? Fucking bad 60. Okay, whatever you say there. So nice shot there into the Foch, and that puts him up to 5,000 damage. Come on, 1-2-1. All you need to do is shoot that Foch. Come on, just shoot the Foch once. Surely you can do this. And no, he doesn't. The FE4005 is left with the job. So they have managed to bring it down to a 3 versus 3. Of course, the 60 TP is coming around. You've got the IS-7, which there was an IS-7, and that again was a lovely shot to bring it now down to a 2 versus 2. Just the grill and the 1-2-1, the scared 1-2-1 against these two heavy tanks. Sorry, these two medium tanks. Get it right, this medium tank and this heavy tank. But of course, there is still a lot of hit points. They are both pretty much full hit. Well, the Progetto there is a 1-shot. Sorry, the Progetto is a 2-shot, and the 60 TP is still full hit points. This can only, in my opinion, in this stage of the game, this can really only go one way, and that is in the way the favor of the red team. The 1-2-1 is still, at least he's moved. At least he's moved, eh? But there's not much you can do at this point. They need to separate. They need to get behind, one at the side, one at the other side, and that is what the grill is doing. So he does manage to relocate a little bit, to go at the bottom of the hill instead of the top, and he does get a nice shot into that 60 TP. So 2 kills, 6.5k damage, and time running out. And he tries to reset his camo, gets a nice shot there into the Progetto, bringing him down to a 1-shot. Now he's only shooting heat at the moment, so he is losing hit points, he is losing DPM, and he has the opportunity, or he has the chances of only tracking these guys, so he does need to be careful of what he shoots with the heat. But he's now up to 7,000 damage. The 1-2-1 still hasn't done a thing. Even if the 1-2-1 rushes the Progetto, because the 60 TP is just dropped down, the 1-2-1 can go and rush the Progetto, because the Progetto is a 1-shot. But no, he's still not going to do it. The grill still has to try and find a shot there into the Progetto, but doesn't manage to get the shot. And here comes the 60 TP, and he's going to get, again, a lovely HE shot there. Absolutely amazing HE shot into that Progetto. But he has to be very careful. He's on 7.3k damage, but he has to be very careful. Now, not only is the 1-2-1 a bit of a dummy, this 60 TP, I've got no idea what he's doing. I really don't know what he's doing. So he's took a shot there into the grill. So the grill is a 1-shot. The grill is a 1-shot. And I'm thinking, right, okay, game over. Game over. The 60 TP is pushing forward. He stops and aims for the 1-2-1. Why? Why would you do that? Just clear the grill. Clear the grill. The grill has a massive gun. He has a massive gun. Like, he's the one doing all the work. You can see he's got 3 kills. He's the one doing all the work. But no, the 60 TP is now, I mean, he started to push forward now, and you're thinking, right, okay, he's going to clear. No. No. If he would have just shot the grill to start off with, it would have been game over, because I think the 1-2-1 actually went AFK. Nevertheless, a fantastic game there from Freedom. 9.3k damage and a very nice carry. But yeah, that was a bit of what are you doing moment. Next up, we are going to watch a Supremacy game. Yeah, we're going to watch a Supremacy game. And we're going to watch a Jaeger. Now, the Jaeger is not the best of tanks in Supremacy, I've got to admit, because it's slow, it's big, and you can't really do much against medium tanks if you are in this tank, especially in Supremacy. If people play it correctly, then there's not too much you can do. Now, it triggers me. Don't get me wrong, I do occasionally do it sometimes when I'm tunnel visioning. I do it sometimes where you do occasionally forget about the Supremacy. But if you're going to play Supremacy, at least play it properly. That is what not the enemy are going to be doing this game, and it works in the favor of the Jaeger. Normally with Supremacy, I get annoyed when you win on Supremacy with like 2 or 3 tanks left alive on the enemy team, because that's just hit points going to waste. That's hit points that you could have got. That's damage you could have got. But in this game, it's actually going to work in the favor of the Jaeger. So he's pushed the middle here. The enemy are capping base C. His team have already capped base A, and they're managing to cap base B. No idea how they're managing to cap base B, because the cap B is in the enemy spawn. Like, that's one base that they shouldn't be able to cap unless everyone pushes towards base C, which they're not. Only medium tanks have pushed base C. So at the minute, it's not looking great for the enemy team. However, they do have a kill already. So the Jaeger is going to just sit here. He's going to hold the line, and there is the T92 there. Good angle in E100. At least if you're going to angle properly, or maybe try and make it at least difficult for your opponent to be able to penetrate you. But no, he made it easy by just sitting still. I mean, at least he tried. So I'm not gonna wreck into him too much, because he at least tried to angle, but unfortunately it just wasn't angled enough. So there is one tank down a piece now, and the medium tanks over here, along with the 50 TP there, has now started flanking around. But already his team are on 650 690 supremacy points against 400, and they are now level on tanks. So of course the Jaegeru is going to push forward. He's doing a great job. He's doing a really good job at 4.4k damage. He's still full hit points, but at this point in the game, when it is a 4 versus 5, you either have to rush your team or you have to go and cap bases. You have to. There's two mediums. I mean, well, there's one medium left on the enemy team. You have to cap bases because it's not going to be long before the enemy have capped out. 2 kills and it's pretty much game over. Even though it's a 4 versus 5, because of the supremacy points, it's an upwards task already, and that again was a nice shot on the 50 TP. So now it is a 3 versus 4, 910 supremacy points. The standard B is capping the base. Unfortunately, wrong base. He should be capping base A because the Jaegeru is here. But again, at least he tries to cap the base, unlike some people. I mean, look at base B. I mean, there is someone there, of course. There is someone there, but there's also 2 tanks there. Why are they not capping base B? I have no idea. Now, the Jagdtiger is going to get a final shot into the Jaegeru, bringing him down to a 1 shot, and this kill seals the deal. So he's going to win the game. He's a 1 shot against 2 tanks, but it actually pays in the favor, because if that wasn't supremacy, he probably wouldn't win. If you're going to play supremacy, play it correctly and actually cap bases, and because of that, this Jaegeru here, James, managed to get 8,000 damage and a very nice victory. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm meadsyreplays, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.
With